At least I got to go a whole day this time before I got to make another update video on more stuff about this new book and dice. So we have an update officially from Wizards, so if you want to see what that's all about, stay tuned. Hello friends, I'm Ted, and welcome to Nerd Immersion. I did want to say thank you to all the support you guys have poured out immensely for these couple of very quick update videos I did late last night when I had some time. And I wanted to point out one thing. A lot of people had said when I made an update talking about the dice, Laeral Silverhand's Explorer's Kit, a lot of people said, and I did want to bring attention to this, that they thought this sounded a lot like Volo's Guide to Monsters or Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. So that might be the next book, something similar to that. Now, here's the other thing, though. Wizards has stated in the past, outside of the original 3 books, the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Player's Handbook, and the Monster Manual, all subsequent books they wanted to be sound like they were books you could find in the world of the Forgotten Realms. Volo's Guide to Monsters, the Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide. They are all guides, tomes, or things like that. I think all of them are either a guide or a tome. In doing so, that means they're they're books. Laeral Silverhand's Explorer's Kit isn't a book, it's an Explorer's Kit, which I don't think is the name of the book. I do think it will be tied to whatever the book of choice is, but let me go ahead and show you. Wizards of the Coast put out this on their official website today. Forgotten Realms, Laeral Silverhand's Explorer's Kit by Wizards of the Coast RPG team. Dice and miscellany for the world's greatest role-playing game. Let Laeral Silverhand, Open Lord of Waterdeep, centuries-old Archmage and daughter of the Goddess of Magic, guide you on your path to adventure. Includes 11 dice, 2d20s, 1d12, 2d10s, 1d4, 4d6, and 1d4. 20 illustrated double-sided cards detailing Laeral's expert insights on key characters, locations, and lore from across the Forgotten Realms. A durable felt-lined box that functions as 2 dice trays. Fold-out double-sided map of the Sword Coast and the city of Waterdeep. We scroll down here, you can see those kind of blue dice. We've got, here's the tray. If you have the Baldur's Gate dice and miscellany, this looks exactly the same. This is felt-lined tray inside and out, so you can have 2 dice trays. You can see there are these different cards. This is exactly what I said in my video that I thought would be a map and some info cards. So here's a map of the Sword Coast, and then here are several cards, looks like detailing characters and also locations. So, with that being said, it seems it's Sword Coast related, again, whatever we're getting. Assuming, well, let me phrase that, assuming that this is somehow tied to the book release that's going to be announced in 3 days, coming out on the 17th of March. It's launching on the same day, and in the past, the Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus launched, and so did the Dice and Miscellany, same day. So it seems like there may be some tie-in, and this says, together in harmony, our stories are told. Okay, so that doesn't seem to mean anything. But if you look at this, this shows the Sword Coast, okay? We've got, I think this is the Moonshays out here. We've got maybe down as far, doesn't even look like we go as far south as Greenest. I'm really just trying to stretch on this here. But it does go all the way up, kind of, we get the spine of the world, and there's some ice up here, Sea of Moving Ice. I'm still sticking with my idea for it being Arctic themed, because it shows Neverwinter, but the only other location that we can see in these cards is Icewind Dale. I could be completely wrong on this again, but I do want to point out, my key points are, this is not a book. This is, previously they had called it Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus Dice and Miscellany. That kind of seems kind of funky, and it's a funky name. So they changed the name of this, in my mind, to be what it is. This is Laeral Silverhand's Explorer's Kit. So you're getting this Explorer's Kit, which is going to give you a map, information on key places and characters, and then dice would be part of. Dice representing things you can do in Dungeons and Dragons, also representing what you know, as an explorer, you'd have things like a crowbar and rope and all this other stuff. The dice are representing the physical parts of the tools of the Explorer's Kit. I'm really extrapolating a lot from this, but that's how I'm interpreting it. And that means I think that this is not the name of the book. but rather a sort of side piece, an addition. You get the book, and then this will be a supplement that you can use. You'll get the dice, you'll get it seems like it's going to be tied to the Sword Coast, right? If it's going to have a map of the Sword Coast and Sword Coast locations and Sword Coast characters. So I'm still sticking with my idea because there is no desert on that particular map of the Sword Coast, because we know the backside is a map of Waterdeep. Obviously, whatever we're talking about is going to have something to do with the city of Waterdeep, and the other side, because we got the full-blown map of Waterdeep in the Waterdeep books that we got, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So I don't know why we need another map if we're not going back there. For example, in the Baldur's Gate one, it was the first level of Avernus was on the map. So you got like a map of the first level of Hell, of not the first level of Avernus, but Avernus. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. That's my take on it. It's not the name of the book. It's just a supplemental piece you can use to append your experience with whatever the book is. What it's going to be, I don't know. I'm still sticking by my Arctic Tundra theme, although the presence of the map of Waterdeep makes me question that. What do you think? Stay tuned. As more information comes out on these videos, I will continue to make them. I'll see you guys next time.